wanted to give up so many times, especially these past few months. Hi Bartonella buddies, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jake. Some of you may have noticed that I haven't been uploading videos as frequently and maybe have wondered what's been going on with me, and if you haven't noticed, then F you. So you know when you overwater a plant and it gets soggy and withers and dies? So that's basically what I've been doing to myself for the past 7 months. Accidentally. But all jokes aside, I've been having a really hard time. Oh, Pipey! She knocks. Hi!
Yeah, come in.
You gotta come here. Okay, Slowpoke, thank you. So the first thing I discovered is that I have been reacting to rice flour, which is an excipient or a filler for just a few of my supplements. I try to get my supplements without any fillers if possible, but that's not always possible. But once we took it away, my bloating has gone down a lot. I've been able to pass more gas. My mom's shaking her head at me.
Because we always talk about gas.
Until there's no more excess gas, we're gonna talk about gas. So then another really confusing part of the puzzle is that I've been having to drink a shit ton of water in order to feel less irritable, more easily able to pass gas, less fatigued, less brain fogged, and have less irrational thinking. There have been points where I have not been able to think my way out of a paper bag, and the water was helping that. And I couldn't figure out why. I think I figured out why, but you're gonna have to keep watching. I started drinking 1 gallon of water a day, and then I got up to 1.5 gallons of water a day, and then at some points I was getting up to 2 gallons of water a day. By that point, I actually started noticing that it was making me feel worse. I would drink the water and then I would my eyes would get very heavy, I would feel incredibly fatigued and brain dead. Oh yes, and I got a lot of headaches, and I almost never get headaches. Another thing that had occurred is I stopped putting salt on any of my food. When you've eaten that limited of a diet for so long, I didn't care what I was eating. So now maybe you can guess where this story is going. Too much water and very little, maybe even not enough salt. And you can look up the symptoms of hyponatremia. Can you guess what we're gonna do? Break down the word. So hypo is the prefix for low. Emia means blood. And the Na, I'm assuming, I might be making this up, refers to the sodium.
Ooh, maybe.
So too little salt in your blood. Some of the symptoms, some are mild, but some can be life-threatening. Nausea with vomiting, fatigue, headache or confusion, irritability and restlessness, and weakness. You can get it from taking Molly, which MDMA or ecstasy. That's not how I got it. You can get it from drinking too much water. That's what I do now. I literally just eat salt. Amidst the brain fog, I had a moment of clarity and I was like, maybe I just need salt. I kid you not, I ate some salt. Within 30 seconds, I thought I felt a little better. So I put some more salt and licked my hand. And I thought a little bit better. And I put some more salt and licked my hand. And then I passed gas. I felt the gas in my abdomen that was sitting up high move down. I felt less irritable and less fatigued and less brain fogged. Also, if someone said to me prior to me getting sick, like, oh, I ate some salt and in a minute and a half, like I farted and felt better, I'd be like, you're insane. Because I'm really skeptical, and we can trace it all the way back to when I was 5.
Earlier, preschool, 3.
And I came home and I told my mom that my friend told me that she thought that humans probably tasted like chicken. And you said, don't believe everything you hear. I think you might have even said from stupid friends.
No, I doubt I called a 3-year-old stupid for thinking that.
Okay, but you probably told me that my friends were stupid when I was 7. By 7, it's okay to call them stupid. I swear to God.
I don't think it's ever okay to call them stupid.
That's a lie. She's lying. So then you might be thinking, well, Jake, why don't you just drink less water? then you won't have to just eat salt. It's because the water helps push the gas down. Water is heavy. I learned from my GI doctor, who's an expert in motility, that when you belch, it's because the pressure below is greater than the pressure above, so the gas comes out. You need water and salt in proper balance and with other electrolytes to transmit signals along your nerves. And once I figured that piece out, I then started going back and piecing other puzzle pieces together. Could the nerve signaling be why I was experiencing more brain fog? Is it that the nerve impulses were not working as efficiently in my brain? I don't know. What I think is even more persuasive on that front is I had a solder and walt.
Sounds like a drink.
Solder and walt.
Solder and walt, please. On the rocks.
I like mine neat. Over the past few months, I have had an increasingly difficult time at starting to pee, at like starting my stream. It didn't hurt to pee, it was just that I would sit down. If I was doing anything other than thinking like, time to pee now, Jake, it wouldn't just immediately start. And then it got to the point where I would have to sit there and think for, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds.
And we couldn't talk. You couldn't do anything. You'd have to just concentrate on it.
Well, now you're revealing to everyone that I pee with the door open. Like I'm embarrassed to tell you that. Now that I've added the salt, that symptom has improved by 80, 90%. Yeah, and the brain fog, I wasn't even able to sit down and tell a cogent story. I probably couldn't have found the word cogent prior. I also think it's really hard to describe brain fog until you've had it. It's kind of like an orgasm. You can't really describe what it feels like unless you've had it. Brain fog does not feel like an orgasm.
You got me on that one. Then who wouldn't want brain fog?
So one of my doctors also recommended getting an osmolality test, and I had never heard of that, but what are we gonna do? Break down the word! All I know about that one is osmo, and that's water. The test measures the concentration of dissolved particles in your blood, and these particles are the electrolytes. When you're dehydrated, the osmolality increases, and when you have too much fluid in your blood, the osmolality decreases. Hi everyone, Editing Jake here. I just wanted to pop in and say that I got my osmolality test back and it was indeed low. Ultimately, I was the one that diagnosed myself. I have to diagnose myself because I'm the one that's following the patterns. When I say I mean me, my mom and I. And she and I take copious notes, tracking everything throughout the day. It is like a tyranny of notes. I mean, take notes like your life depends on it, because it literally does. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, put your back into it. I've wanted to give up so many times, especially these past few months.
Yeah, it's been really bad.
I've been so scared because, well, obviously, but we found the pattern. We found two really, really important patterns.
Two really important things.
And I've been feeling embarrassed because people are like, so how's the SIFO treatment going? And it's like, well, I haven't been able to make any progress because I've been drinking myself to death with water. Really, you just have to keep trying.
You gotta figure out how to say goodbye.
So bye! So I say to myself, you have to try because you're too glamorous to die. I think this will be really fun. Please put in the comments what you're too blank to die. Too funny, too smart, too caring, too loyal. Piper, what's your mantra?
I'm too sleepy to die.
Mine is sweet and beautiful and humble too, Piper. Bye, Bartonella buddies and fellow health-seeking humans.